Cheers, big ass. I'm on Tumblr. I asked doing it on Tumblr. For people who get bitchy and say, "Oh, I just didn't choose to have this eating disorder. It just happens." Did people who have recovered say that it just happened? So this person is saying, many people say, "Well, I didn't choose eating disorder. It just happened." And this person is saying, "Well, the people who have recovered, are they saying it just happened?" No, they fucking chose it, and I agree with this person. Wank the fuck up and stop being a pussy. If recovery just doesn't happen, then having an eating disorder just doesn't happen either. It wasn't easy for me to stop having bulimia. I developed a habit, and habits die hard. Work hard and quit fucking up your body. Thank you, Durinato, for explaining this to so many people can see and change their lives. It's just a choice. An eating disorder, obesity, anorexia is just a choice in the moment. Now, assuming, unless you had chemo drugs and you just physically can't eat because your stomach's been cut out of your body, obviously. But we're talking the everyday anorexic, the everyday obese person who is eating KFC or purging their guts out of spewing up or whatever, rotting their teeth out from vomiting for the stomach acids. A lot of people come to this lifestyle with dental issues and they're like, "Oh my god, I got bad fruit from fruits." It's like, nah, you've been bulimic for a few years now, so just be honest with that. Everyone makes mistakes. The Rosie girl. The girl who's on the Snapchat, the one who's taking photos of her food, and then she got off her face on some drugs, Aussie girl, and she says, "I don't actually eat this food, I'll throw it in the bin." And that caused a controversy on Snapchat. So she posts these pretty photos on Instagram, but then on Snapchat says, "I actually throw it out." I mean, throwing food in the bin, why don't you just give it to the animals outside, put stuff in the bin? These kids are starving in Africa or Asia or wherever. Even in Australia, people can't get access to good quality food, and you make this good quality fruit away and you throw it out. So what the fuck? Why do a lot of people stay on anorexia? Because in Australia you get paid about $850 a fortnight. So Rosie and that swaddling girl and a lot of these girls on Instagram who say, "Oh, I'm like in recovery." It's like, no, you're not in recovery, man. You're still on the disability support pension that you get paid for anorexia because it's a mental health thing. So you have a mental health disease. I'm not making fun. I'm just highlighting some clarity here that these girls don't want to cure themselves. And the guys as well. Because they're getting paid about $20,000 a year, Aussie money, to stay anorexic or whatever. So it's like, you got to understand, they want to be that because they're getting money from that. It becomes professional anorexia in Australia, and the US as well, and France, and Germany. If you mentally can't work, you get paid money. People say, "No, it's not true." It is fucking true. I know this personal. I have friends that do this, alright? This is how it is. If you're a taxpayer or a citizen in Australia, the US, Canada, Germany, France, then you are entitled to mental health benefits. So these people don't want to get better because they're getting paid for it. And on social media, they're getting attention for it. And anyone who takes away that money or attention, like myself, we get hammered by them. So that's why I don't take it personally, because I know these girls and guys, they want to get money from it. They're getting paid good money. They're living at home parents. It's an easy life. It's an escape. You can blame the past. "I don't want to take any action today." But this was like me when I was 8 years old. I clinically had anorexia based on my body weight. And I would not eat as a protest. And then my weight got down. But I didn't want to go to school. My mum shifted me around. So I would not eat as a protest. And then I lost all this weight, and I said, "Oh, I feel sick, I don't want to go to school today." Mum went, "Oh, poor little baby Harley, don't go to school today." And so then I use that as an escape. I don't eat, I feel sick, I don't have to go to school. Win-win. Or I feel sick at school, go to the doctor or the school nurse, and then skip the school lesson, just get laid back and just have a sleep. So it's like, you got to understand, man, these people choose the eating disorder. It's an escape. It's attention. It's financial for a lot of Aussies. And Germans and French and Americans and Canadians, they're getting paid to be it. So this is why these girls get so angry at me. Recently there was like on a pro-ana website petition against Durinato. Now if you see that petition, please sign it. Please sign it. I'll tell you, in 2 months' time I'll tell you why I went to sign it. Please sign it. It's only got 2,000 signatures now. If we can get up to 20,000, 30,000, that'd be very, very good. I'll tell you why in 2 months' time. But, so there's a whole internet swarm against Durinato for calling out Rosie and Swaddling and all those crew on a Snapchat or whatever. I don't hate these girls, I want to help the people who want to be helped. But I understand that these girls are just like collateral damage. getting shot down in like an Instagram fire. Now, I don't hate them, but I'm using them as an example of like that's what's going on. It's a big industry, and the professionals, the psychiatrists and psychologists, they don't want to admit that because they're getting paid as well. The government pays them. When I had that accident in 2003, I just see a whole lot of sharks and shrinks in everyone. I had to see shrinks in my insurance company, and I had to see shrinks in the other insurance company. And a lot of the shrinks in the other insurance companies said, you've got eating disorder, you're anorexic, you've got binge eating disorder, you eat 20 bananas a day, that's way too much. You've got bipolar, you ride your bike 24 hours a day, that's bipolar. You sleep all day, you got bipolar. You hear voices from animals getting killed, you got paranoid schizophrenia. And so they're labeling all these labels so they can reduce the payment of my bus accident. Post-traumatic stress, all this stuff. All this stuff. Was it true? For them it was true, for me it wasn't. Well, that's my reality, but their reality is different. They're going to have Big Macs after work or whatever. So you have to understand there's this massive industry and giving people pills. They said, take these pills, Harley. I looked them up, they ain't taking that shit. I didn't say that, but at the time I was like, fucking hell. And they're like $500 a month or some bullshit. There's so much money in it. I'll tell you more stories. Even in person, you see them in the street, I'll tell you more. But there's so much money in it, man. There's so much money in it. So be careful of how much sympathy you give. Because 100% these girls and guys on social media today, they're making money from their eating disorder. They're getting attention from it, and they're getting an escape. Don't have to go do real world shit. Because you've got an eating disorder, you can, I can't because I've got this. This is triggering. If the truth's fucking triggering for you, then you need to take some fucking action on it. Post your questions, comments down below. Eating disorder, 100% choice. Recovery from eating disorder, 100% choice. Simple as that. Yeah. When someone says that Rosie has healed, she's gained 20 kilos since her last photos, I think that's very good. So just note that there, Rosie's gained 20 kilos, so she looks like nothing like the little post she did when she was doing heroin or bulimia or whatever. So I think it's good that she's on the recovery, so support there for Rosie. She's gained weight, but that's fine. That's what you want to do to part of your recovery. Gaining weight is good.